It's my feel-good breakfast show.
A feel-good breakfast show indeed. This is Expresso and we're live on 3. Now we're changing lives on this Monday as well. Agisanang Domestic Abuse Prevention, or even better known as ADAPT, that's situated in Johannesburg in Alexandra Township, a small community project that is saving lives. And of course, we want to highlight this on our feel-good breakfast show. In fact, the Vital Foundation and Expresso went out to visit them to see the amazing work that they are doing.
The Vital Foundation supports organisations like Agisanang Domestic Abuse Prevention and Training, better known as ADAPT. It has grown to support victims of abuse and work with youth and men to combat gender-based violence.
Nasisa, ADAPT is one of the first organisations in South Africa to include men as part of the solution to end gender-based violence. How has this been beneficial?
Why we included men is coming from what our clients were wanting, because clients will complain that this man is abusing me, this man is like this, but I want him. I want to stay in that relationship. So because we want to say, let's make families grow, we decided let's involve men as part of the solution. Remember, they are the perpetrators, so we can't really talk about ending domestic violence without talking to them.
Respect and communication is very important. How do you go about teaching that and maybe changing the mindset?
So we do trainings in the community, we do support groups for the women, and we work with men as a whole in trying to say, can we have communication skills? Can we give better respect? Can we change the way we were living in a patriarchal society, the way we view women, the way we view girls, the way we raise girls, and how we raise boys as well. So we want to involve everybody in learning this whole thing from the time they're young to the point whereby they're adults and they're better men.
ADAPT's men's program encourages men to take responsibility for their violence and find alternative methods of dealing with conflict so they can become better role models.
We're creating a space where men will come and talk about the issues of domestic violence, issues of gender-based violence, with the voice of men, and also to work with men to fight against domestic violence.
This is their safe space where they actually articulate about gender-based violence issues and try to come up with solutions on how they can resolve them. Because we need to bear in mind that as people of Alexandra, we grew up in a community where we've been taught things differently. So it actually playing a major role in terms of breaking the gender stereotypes, changing the way we think, and changing the way we treat women, changing the way we speak to them. It actually playing a major role in terms of making a difference in the members of the community.
ADAPT services are aimed at reducing the high levels of violence against women and children in the Alexandra Township, statistically one of the most violent areas in South Africa.
Lizzie, being based at the Alexandra Police Station must be quite hectic. With organisations like ADAPT in place, are you seeing any improvement in the community?
People are more aware of gender-based violence because of the awareness campaigns that we do. We do a lot of radio talks, we do a lot of workshops where we educate people about abuse. We also do door-to-door campaign where we go like door-to-door in Alex, distributing leaflets with simple and easy information where anyone can read about, okay, what to do if this is happening to you. After we do our door-to-doors or workshops or trainings, people come in that, okay, we were attending this and we've had this. I've had this kind of a problem and I need help.
Irene Kumalo was a social worker for more than a decade before she joined ADAPT in 1998. She's been integral in ADAPT's growth and success and was appointed as a CEO in 2001.
The journey to prevent gender-based violence in the communities and South Africa is a long one. What are the first steps that we can take?
Firstly, we get into primary prevention, whereby we educate the community about issues of human rights and gender. Secondly, we have the secondary prevention, whereby we render counseling services to victims of violence against women and children and rape survivors. And the last one is by using the tertiary prevention, whereby we engage the legislations which we have in the country to try and address issues of violence against women.
Making a difference in your community, whether it's big or small, is so important. To find out more information, visit the vitalfoundation.co.za to see how you can make a difference in your community.
For every Vital supplement you purchase, R1 will be donated to the Vital Foundation to support organizations that fight women and child abuse. 1 Rand makes a difference.